So, today is the 8th of September, and I went to the park, and I don't have my phone, so I'm filming on my camera. So maybe everything worked out in the end, I'm not entirely sure. I went to, what did I do? I went to the store and I got some more snacks to eat. I lost 10 pounds over the last part of the summer, which I'm not happy about. And I'm pretty sure I lost 10 pounds because of one reason being having to do the summer camp with the children and not really being able to focus on my food intake is one thing. And another thing just being the amount of exercise and energy output that I've been doing over for that entire end of the July was a lot. Probably not going to the gym as frequently as before the camp. I went every day, and then I went like twice a week, maybe once a week, maybe once every 2 weeks. It really depended on how tired I was. So in today's little experiment of life, I have openly discovered, and I think I've known this for quite some time, I am not happy at all in any way, shape, or form. I don't think I can be happy while I'm here. I hate everybody. Absolutely despise everybody. I can't fucking stand them. God, let's see. And this, like, sort of feels like sometimes I feel it when I wake up in the morning and like I go on the internet on my phone, and it feels like there's this everlasting, disgusting black hole. I don't know how to explain it. Like that's just like in my brain, and it's like heavy as fuck. And so I theorized that if I were, instead of getting up in the morning and playing on the internet, if I read a book, that might help. So that was kind of the point of today. The point of today was to go read a book. And I did read a book, kind of. I read the first chapter of a book called Beloved by Toni Morrison. I only got the book because it didn't have that many pages on it. I bought a whole bunch of books that had like less than 400 pages. Not that I can't read more than 400 pages. I just wanted to have a goal of reading books more often than I do. And I could say that I've been doing that. However, I haven't finished a single one that I've gotten. I'm almost done with, which one am I almost done with? Dorian Gray. I need to finish the last 30 pages, which for some reason I've not been doing, which kind of sucks. I have like 200 pages left of a book of like a murder mystery. I have at least 140 pages left of a book by Lenore Chen. And then I have this book that I just started. And then I have like 300 other ones that I haven't even started, that I've been collecting over the years that I would like to read at some point. I guess trying to get back to that second grade era of like actually enjoying reading and like doing that is something I'd like to do. Anywho, yeah, I've discovered and I have finally admitted that I am not happy. And I think one thing that drives this great unhappiness, or allows me to continue having it, is this idea of, it's not an idea, just like getting through it. Eventually I'm going to have to get through this program whether I like it or not. I could take a bunch of drugs and try to numb it out, but apparently that doesn't work. And also fighting drugs is just a whole heap of pain that I don't feel like going through. Blah, blah, blah. Before the summer camp started, I witnessed a man being shot. I don't know if he made it. I ended up calling it in. It was a whole big deal. EMS came, picked him up. Things like that. Jesus Christ, people. Time out. Okay, so soccer players sometimes kick things so high that it goes over the fence, and then I have to get it. God, what was I saying? Yeah, actually, what was I saying? Oh yeah, I saw a man that got shot. I saw the whole sequence of things happening. Long story short, I was essentially at an intersection, and then instead of crossing the street, I decided to just turn right. Because there were 3 people coming towards me, and I was like, oh, those people could beat me up. So I turned right. Eventually, 2 out of those 3 people ended up kind of like jaywalking across to the opposite side of where I was on my sidewalk. So at this point, we're this way. They're walking that way, I'm walking this way. I'm walking, and then I hear things, and I'm like, this sounds unfamiliar. And I turn around and I see this man hit the floor, and I see another man duck and kind of run. And then the man who hit the floor is like, call the police or something. And I said, well, he wasn't talking to me. But I look around real frantically. I'm like, oh shit. And so then I get out my phone. I call the whole thing. I report where I'm at. Whole big thing happens. Anyway, he gets picked up. Don't know what happens. Anywho, so ever since then, at least from what I've been contemplating in my brain, is every time I can like legitimately walk from my place to school in a pretty decent amount of time. The only problem is I'm in the fucking ghetto, because I don't know, people are fucking poor and won't pick themselves up. So I live in the ghetto because it's cheap, and I also, like, overall, like, before, like, when I was going from where I was to here, I didn't know where I was going to live, so that's why, and I also didn't know what my budget was going to be, and I also didn't know how loans worked for grad school, because I was like, how does this shit work? I knew how it worked for undergrad, because it was really easy to actually get, but time out.
Let's get that again.
Okay, I'm back. So I applied. So I didn't know where I was gonna live, and I was like, oh, I should probably choose the cheapest looking apartment. Not the cheapest looking, but just the one that was not super duper expensive, because I wasn't sure what I was gonna get back for a refund, or just how that worked in general. Anywho, by the time I was looking for a place, I ended up getting this place, because this place was 400 something, and it was like not that far from the university, because I was not about to walk a shit ton of miles. Anywho, I got this place. This place is apparently the ghetto. They make it sound better by calling it, oh no, maybe not, maybe it sounds even worse. They call it the Black Bottom, which is like pretty shitty, I'd say, but I don't know, seemingly the people that live there don't care to make it any better than it is, so that's fantastic. So I was like, I can survive the ghetto for 2 years. Anywho, and I'd also like to point out that I've been to other ghettos before in my life, like South Central LA or Compton. I didn't live there. That's different. Like going there and living there are two different things. But yeah, just to point that out in case that fucking matters. Anyway, so when I walk, I have this, I don't know what this is. This might be what Iraq soldiers call PTSD, but like I have this sort of, I don't know if it's like a fear or what, but like every time I see a car kind of like speeding in my direction or like speeding past me and it has blacked out windows, I don't stop, but I like look intensively to make sure it's not trying to drive by my ass, because essentially what happened was the whole shooting thing was a drive-by shooting, or an attempted one, I don't know. And the that happened, and that was something that, so yeah, so every time I walk home, like I walked today, like I've been walking for the past, I don't know, 2-3 weeks, because this shooting happened like the beginning of July, because what is it? The public transportation is fine. It works great, in my opinion. However, I don't like waiting for very long, and I don't really plan well in terms of what I'm going to be doing for that day or what I'm going to leave to go somewhere. So I usually just say, fuck it, I'm just going to walk and we'll go from there. Anywho, so that sort of thing has been happening. And a lot of people in this area, and just in Philadelphia in general, seem to have blacked out windows. Then there was yesterday. Was it yesterday or was it the day before? There was a car that was kind of coming towards, not like coming towards me. Oh, this is so much better. Essentially, I was walking on the sidewalk and like I hear a car coming behind me, and the car was essentially going to park on the sidewalk, but I don't know. I was essentially just like, well, fuck. But essentially the car parked on the sidewalk and it was no big issue, but still an annoying thing to deal with. Oh God. So yeah, I don't know. I think combination of that, this, and the retarded people in my program I don't like, I just don't know what the fuck to do. Now I will say I've met some pretty decent people who aren't stupid and who are brave and have the ability to say what they mean and mean what they say, and that's really cool. Unfortunate, it's just where I'm at. Oh shit. yeah, I don't know. I don't really have anything else to say. That's just something that's been going on. I don't know. And then I had a conversation yesterday with somebody who talked about, this person had called me like 3 weeks ago talking to me about something that they were having a problem with. I was somewhat or extremely kind of dismissive about it. Mainly because I was just kind of like, A, why are you calling me? B, I don't know what to do for you because I've never been in your situation. And I was just like I was not hearing this person. And I ended up saying something that was like kind of mean. And actually, it just was mean. It was like, why are you feeling this way? It's just stupid. It's dumb to feel this way. Because it's kind of how I kind of treat myself. And other people as well, especially people I don't like. Now I do like this person. This person's a great person. It's one of the only great people in my life. And so we talked about that conversation yesterday, and this person talked about how it made me feel, and I realized that my hardiness is not. I need to turn it off. Not turn it off, but I think I need to be a little bit more gracious to some people in regards to said hardiness or whatnot. As I did not mean to sound dismissive or mean of this person's feelings or how they were feeling, because they said that they talked to their mom, and then after they had this conversation with their mom, they're like, "Oh, I'm going to talk to you," which is me. I was like, "Oh, okay." I would say I'm not used to being counted on in that way. Like, oh, I'm going to talk to this person about all of these things because this person will understand how I feel and help me through it. Now, I've done that before with this same person, but I also just think that I wasn't overly listening. I was just more of a not listening person. I don't know how else to put it. I wasn't listening to what they were saying or feeling, and I was not happy. I don't know. And so I apologized and talked about it, and that was kind of it. And so all these things culminating into, I guess, this video today. I don't fucking know. As I have, what do I have? I still have 2 fucking full semesters to go. As this semester theoretically still hasn't even fucking started. I can't wait till September's over. Because once September's over, I think it'll go a lot faster. Hopefully. I really hope. Because I don't want to be here anymore. I don't even want to go to graduation. I just want to pass my classes and leave. Where would I leave to? I don't know. But what I do know is that I have so much I have to do this semester in terms of I have a goal of like, oh, that sucks. Oh wow, that shit is way up there. I have like a goal of trying to get straight A's like I did the first semester, because last semester was terrible. I had one of the worst fucking teachers ever. Who led with the stick and not the carrot. That's a saying I recently learned about a year ago. Maybe earlier this year, maybe earlier last year. I'm not entirely. I think it was earlier last year I learned about the term stick or carrot. And I think just to be an effective teacher, you got to lead with the carrot and not the stick. And so when people punish people for being late or something like that, this had nothing to do with lateness, but just the overall lesson of the carrot or the stick, I think, was wrapped up in the conversation of punishing children for being late or cheating or something. I don't know what it was. Anywho, yeah. So one of those, and then the whole 9/11-esque scenario that happened at the field placement, which was horrible and retarded and annoyed the fuck out of me, because I didn't think it needed to happen to that extent or level, but I don't know, I'm not everyone's boss. Anyway, and then now I work, and I'm not happy at work either, and I don't like being at work either. People's happiness annoys the fuck out of me. I fucking hate it. I don't know, it's just like, I don't want to, like, shut the fuck up and stop smiling. Leave me the fuck alone. I don't know what to tell you. But yeah, that's one of the big things. It's one of the things that I'm not. No, just overall, it's what it's been. I don't really expect it to get any super duper better than it is now. I don't know what would make it. I think what would make it better is just time and like hurrying and making time hurry the fuck up so I can get the fuck out of here. I think for a little bit I was kind of like upset that I was like, oh my god, I live here and I haven't done anything exciting. But now realizing I don't really want to do anything exciting. There's nothing exciting to do here. So I don't know. It's just kind of how life is right now. And I don't know what's going to happen. So that's it. Hopefully all the audio on this fucking video camera recorded this thing, because sometimes I'll shoot a video and like none of the audio will record and it will be the most annoying fucking stupidest fucking shit ever. And so then I have to re-record it. Since I don't have my phone, I can't record on my phone. Seemingly not having technology doesn't really help the whole hole in the brain thing that I've got going on, but unfortunately that's where we're at, so we're gonna stick with it. Anyway, that's it. I'm gonna go. Soccer team is practicing soccer. They beat Pitt like a week ago, 2-1, 1-0, I think. Pitt, if you don't know, is like Division I soccer, number 2 ranked in the country. Not that big of a deal, but it is a big deal to them because I don't think they've ever done that before. So good for that. Anywho, I'm gonna go. I'm tired. I have to pee. I'm gonna go pee, eat some of my snacks, and then continue watching soccer. Maybe read more. The book I'm reading is like fucked up. But it's a good one nonetheless. I probably really should have. I wanted to read a book that wouldn't take that long to finish, because I knew if I knew that I brought Dorian Gray, I would have finished it. And I probably really should have. I knew if I brought Lorena Chu's book, I wouldn't have finished it. But I also just wanted to read something different. I probably should have brought the murder mystery book, but that is something that I just didn't feel like reading at this point in time, and I wanted to read something new. I really probably should have started reading. It's by a Russian author. It's a really famous book. I don't remember what it's called, but I should probably start reading that book. Anyway, yeah, I gotta pee. Fuck. Alright, I'm gonna go. Goodbye.